I've met with a lot of firms, I've had these situations before, but I haven't found anybody as good as Merlin and as dedicated to what they do. They're not here to make you happy, they're here to win. You have insurance for a reason. You pay a premium for a reason. Don't be afraid. If you don't think they're settling with you fairly, that's when you have to get someone like the Merlin Group involved.
My name is Chase Johnson. I'm from Denver, Colorado, and we have used C3 Group several times on some of our large loss commercials and our higher end residential for their appraisal services and their public adjusting services. Their knowledge of the market, of the ever-changing regulations, and their ability to create a very thorough estimate from an understanding of construction and the management of the project.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. Lead meteorologist John Choquette here for our daily 12 p.m. hail forecast, which really should be called the continuing overview of 2019 state by state, because there isn't exactly too much in the way of hail to be expected over the next week, or even longer than that, looking into more long-range models. But anyway, thanks as always C3 Group and Merlin Law Group for sponsoring our videos, as they always do. You can check out both of their pages in the description below if you are watching us here on Facebook. If you watch us more than maybe twice, you probably memorized that little spiel at the beginning. So today we're going to go over Ohio. Yesterday we went over Indiana, the day before that Michigan, so I'm just kind of working my way across the Great Lakes region here. I'm probably going to I'll see where I go tomorrow. Probably sticking around the Great Lakes in the continued theme of places often kind of forgotten about hail. And this year, especially, Ohio had a pretty busy hail season. We had 150 reports, which is above the average and above the last 4 or 5 years. I know since I have worked at Hail Trace starting in 2014, Ohio hasn't really had that great of a hail season until this year. We had multiple storms, 150 reports. Last year, a pretty abysmal 62. A little better in 2017, and 2016 pretty similar to 2018 as well, and that trend continued for 15 and 14. The average is actually about 128, and that's mostly because the 20-year record in 2011 was so high, and 2012 was also quite active, causing the overall average to be pushed up a lot higher than what it probably should be. More likely it would be in the double digits. A lot more times than not, Ohio has less than 100 reports in a year, which is kind of crazy comparatively when we were talking about Indiana yesterday and Michigan the day before. They tend to average much higher amounts of hail. We had 26 maps here at Hail Trace in Ohio, 13 of which were 1-star maps. We had 7 2-stars, 5 3-star maps, and 1 4-star. 4-star was actually kind of grouped together with the Michigan one because Toledo, Ohio saw some ping pong in the golf ball size hail. The one I'm highlighting here is going to be the Dayton Fairborn, Tip City, Ohio hail and tornado. More specifically, the tornadoes, if you had forgotten, it was a pretty powerful tornado in Dayton, Ohio in late May, along with a series of other tornadoes as well. We had, I believe, an F4, had 2.25-inch hail as well with it. Nobody really talked about the hail too much, mostly because the tornado was pretty devastating. You don't really see tornadoes like these in Ohio very often, so that really made things a little more intense, and about 40,000 homes impacted there. So you can check all that out. Check out Ohio. I know we have, there is a market here. It's just a matter of there wasn't a lot the last few years, and I know this year, especially talking with some of our clients, that Ohio did kind of sneak up into their list, and so did Pennsylvania especially. And Pennsylvania will probably be talked about on Friday. I'll see which state I talk about tomorrow. As for the hail forecast for today and tomorrow, kind of the same. Honestly, these graphics are identical. I just changed the date. So it's not anything really going on. The cold air has made it into Florida even today. So no hail expected. Very cool conditions are dominating the United States. And that's going to continue pretty much all the way until Thanksgiving for the vast majority of the U.S. So no hail is expected for the rest of this week, and probably not next week at all. Is there that outside chance one, a storm or two could sneak by in one of the interim days between a cold front? Possibly. Do I think it's going to happen? Most likely not, but I've been surprised before. So that's all I really got for you guys today. Follow us here on Facebook. As always, hit see first so you don't miss any of our other content. Did you miss out on the webinar that happened yesterday? Well, don't worry. That is on our Facebook page. You can watch a cut down replay of that. So make sure if you follow us on Facebook, you can see that content. If you need any help with the website or the app, you got to set up a webinar to set up a training for yourself, maybe your whole team. Don't worry, give us a call and we will happily set it up at your earliest convenience. And if you don't mind, if you don't want to talk to us on the phone, you got other ways to contact us as well. You call us right there, 855-334-4245. You can email us, info@hailtrace.com. If you don't like talking on the phone, you can even message us on our website directly at hailtrace.com on intercom. And you can also find out more details about Hail Trace in general if you're new here. And also follow us on Instagram and Twitter. We'd really appreciate that. Just simply search at Hail Trace. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you again tomorrow. We'll recap another state, likely in the Great Lakes region somewhere. Put in the comments below what states you want me to tackle the first couple days of next week. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.